What if I told you Death Stranding 2 might borrow one of the most iconic story arcs in gaming history?
And what if that story arc came straight from The Witcher 3? Hideo Kojima's wild, haunting, post apocalyptic world has always been about isolation, connection, and the fine line between life and death. But now things are taking a personal turn, a turn that feels very, very familiar, especially if you've played through Geralt's journey with Ciri. Let's break this down. In the latest Death Stranding 2 trailer, something huge happens. Fragile is seen desperately teleporting Lou Sam's adopted daughter to safety while staying behind herself. The catch? Lou is gone, missing, separated, possibly lost across time and space. Sound familiar? Because that's almost beat for beat the emotional core of The Witcher 3. Geralt, the grizzled monster hunter, spends most of that story chasing down Ciri, his adopted daughter, his apprentice, his family across a war torn world, while an unstoppable force known as the Wild Hunt pursues her. Now, Kojima, a master of bending genre and expectation, seems to be channeling that same energy, but not in a copy paste kind of way. This is Kojima. Nothing he does is straightforward, it's layered, weird, deep. And that's where things get really interesting. Because Death Stranding has always been about more than just the physical journey. It's about the connections we make along the way, about bonds between people who can't afford to care, but do anyway. And now, with Sam on a potential quest to find Lou, we're seeing that emotional arc evolve. From the courier who carried a bridge across America to a father who might have to tear through heaven and hell to find his daughter. And let's not forget Lou, the girl we saw grow inside a pod, the girl who never got to speak, the girl who might now be old enough to fight back. Theories once suggested Elle Fanning was playing a grown up Lou, but her character has been confirmed as someone named Tomorrow. Still, Kojima loves to twist names, timelines, and realities, so the mystery is far from over. The resemblance to The Witcher 3 isn't just narrative, it's emotional. It's about a protective figure pushed to his limits, a relationship tested by chaos, a broken world, and one desperate thread of hope. What made The Witcher 3 so legendary wasn't just the sword fights or the monsters or the magic. It was Geralt's bond with Ciri. It was that core human truth hidden beneath all the fantasy. And now Death Stranding 2 could be tapping into that same magic. Could this be Kojima's most grounded story yet? Could Death Stranding 2 be less about saving the world and more about saving one person? The collector's edition trailers, the gameplay snippets, the shadowy figures chasing Lewitt all paints a picture. A game that's about searching, losing, hoping, and maybe just maybe finding what matters most. So, no, Kojima isn't copying The Witcher 3. He might be responding to it, taking that same powerful emotional arc and asking, how would it play out in his world? A world with BBS, BTS, and beach portals, a world where death is a road, not a destination. Geralt had his hunt. Now it's Sam's turn. And I don't know about you, but if Kojima manages to hit those same emotional notes while layering in his signature strangeness, philosophy, and cinematic madness, we might be looking at one of the most powerful narrative experiences of the generation. Because it's not just about Lou. It's about what it means to fight for someone when everything else has already fallen apart. Death Stranding 2 drops June 26th, 2025. And when it does, all eyes will be on one question. Will Sam find Lou? Or will Kojima break our hearts in ways we never saw coming? We'll find out soon, but one thing's for sure. This game isn't just weird anymore. It might be personal, and that changes everything.